and welcome to P-News and Flash. I'm your host, Raheem Drinkwater. Times have moved from simply just being hard on the boulevard to being hard on Wall Street as well. Lehman Brothers had to file Chapter 11 after being in business for over 100 years. Other banks that expressed interest in buying it were turned off when the government made it clear that taxpayers' money would not be used to sweeten the deal. However, AIG was bailed out by the government, which means taxpayers are gonna have to pay for it. Unfortunately, this will still send several AIG workers to the unemployment line, which makes me ponder, what happens to a person who works at the unemployment office and gets laid off? Do they go back to the very same unemployment office for assistance? Do they find themselves now standing on the very same series of lines that they once were ahead of? Are they told by a former coworker that after standing on the Form A line for 35 minutes that they need to be on the Form B line, and on that line your number is 220 but they are now serving number 86? The person wonders, why are they annoyed at me for being here? If it weren't for unemployed people like me, there would be no need for an unemployment office, which would make them unemployed. It's like a person whose job is to clean tables at a restaurant and he gets mad at me for leaving a few rice grains on the table after my meal. Should I, in turn, get angry and say, hey people, stop doing things, I'm tired of reporting stuff? The police say, don't do crime, but if people didn't, they would get laid off. Well, some of them make up violations to meet quotas, like the time I pulled over to use my cell phone and happened to be by a fire hydrant. $115 for what? Speaking of police and fire, the Mass Transit Authority of New York City now wants police and firemen to stop and pay tolls at the bridge, even if they are on their way to an emergency.
Yeah, the house is on 3rd, but the quickest route is through the toll bridge, but I don't have any change. Bob, run into the gas station over there. Hey, while you at it, bring back some potato chips, a couple of beers, and bring some Kleenex for the lady who owns the house, because she's going to be crying when she finds it burned to the ground.
For P-News in the Flash, I'm Raheem Drinkwater.
P-News Media.